far-left Democrat governor of New Mexico is Michelle Lujan Grisham. So Governor Grisham signed an emergency order taking away the Second Amendment freedom for lawful gun owners in Albuquerque because she's tired of crime.
Oof, it's not good.
Well, if you're tired of crime, then you can do anything you want that's unconstitutional. We don't mind. I mean, if you're tired of it, there's that clause in the Constitution that says these things are all valid unless you're tired of some of them.
Oh, yeah, I know that. It's the tired of it clause.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's right under the good and plenty clause. So, look for it.
Yeah,
look for
tired
it.
of it
And then
clause.
it'll all make sense to you.
Yeah, I think Hamilton really wrote a lot about that.
He did.
Argued for it in the Federalist Papers.
He did.
The tired of it
I think
clause.
that's Federalist number 53.6. So it's right there between 53 and 54. Yeah.
And that was weird because we never talk about this. Why he didn't just call it like 53B or 53.5? Have we ever concluded?
Strange. No, we've never figured out why.
It's a 0.6?
No, we don't know why.
Ask Nancy. She knows.
Yeah. Okay.
So here is New Mexico Governor Grisham trying to justify the emergency order.
On any street corner in too many cities in New Mexico, there is someone with a gun sticking out of their waist or their belt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, if you're a young person, you're not allowed to have a handgun.
Well, it's a crime already.
I got it, but we won't be able to arrest all of them. So imagine, just in a perfect world.
Oh gosh.
If this was upheld, it gives all of these police officers the ability to focus on the real criminals.
Oh.
Last follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But your point is valid.
You took an oath to
It
the
is.
Constitution. Isn't it unconstitutional to say
Yes.
you cannot exercise your carry license?
Yes.
With one exception, and that is if there's an emergency, and I've declared an emergency for a temporary amount of time, I can invoke additional powers. No constitutional right, in my view, including my oath, is intended to be absolute. There are restrictions on free speech. There are restrictions on my freedoms.
See, she got to the. She's leaning on the tired of it clause.
Mm-hmm.
For this is what's happening.
Yeah.
I thought this was a good tweet from fake Tyler Morgan, who listens to the program. She played the no right is absolute card. So does that mean there are times where we can be forced to testify against ourselves? We can receive cruel or unusual punishment? Cops can barge in and search and seize property without cause?
Yeah.
Because no right's absolute, according to the New Mexico governor.
Especially if you're tired of it. If you're tired of that right, then you can violate the Constitution. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Thank good. I mean, that tired of it clause really comes in handy when you need it to if you're a politician.
Yeah, it does. And I love how she pointed out the reasoning for this is because in Mexico, you see that these thugs hanging out on street
in
corners
Albuquerque
with guns.
Yeah.
No, she said it was in Mexico.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
And so that brings up a key point to me that I think we should base all of our laws here in the U.S. On what other countries are doing and what happens in other countries.
I mean, this is such an overreach, and everyone realizes it. You've got the
insanity.
You've got the police chief in Albuquerque saying they're not going to enforce this. You've got the guy who runs the county police. They're saying, I think we're going to have some legal issues. Yeah, you think? If they try to enforce this. Even David Hogg, who famously is against gun rights, tweeted out
from the Parkland school shooting.
That's that David Hogg. Wait, hold on.
Wow.
This David Hogg right here.
Yeah.
Quote, I support gun safety, but there is no such thing as a state public health emergency exception to the U.S. Constitution. I don't know. I don't know who hacked dude's Twitter account.
Because he's never made sense before.
Right.
Ever in his life.
Very strange.
He's never said anything that's remotely intelligent.
Yeah. And then you got Democrat Congressman Ted Lieu coming out and saying virtually the same thing that David Hogg did. I don't know who copied and pasted who.
Wow.
But they've already had a big protest. I don't know how many people showed up to it, but already they've been protesting it in New Mexico this weekend. So that was good to see.
They should.